types of beings in the universe. Those who dance and those who do not.
I get it, yes. I am a dancer, Gamora is not.
You just need to find a woman who is pathetic. Like you.
Thanks, buddy.
Do you need a hug?
No, I do not.
Oh, I thought I said no. You're welcome.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
Welcome back to the MCU Phase 3 month. I am Dylan Gable, and today we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Released in 2017. It was written and directed by James Gunn, and it stars Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone. Huge cast, as these movies usually have. And this time, Star-Lord meets his father, Ego, the Living Planet. And there's some shit going on. Even though this movie's like, 6 years old already? Holy shit. Yeah, that's basically the main gist of this movie. There's a lot of shit going on in this movie. This is a pretty stacked film, but the gist of it is mainly Star-Lord meeting his father, Ego. That's the main plot of this movie. And also, this movie, just like the first one, is really fucking good. I don't think it's as good as the first movie. I think out of the... because I've already reviewed 1 and 3. This is going to be my last actual Guardians of the Galaxy review. Unless you count Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, then... but this is the last pure Guardians of the Galaxy movie I'm reviewing, so... yeah. And... it's not as good as 1 and 3, but I still think it's a pretty fucking great movie. The humor, fucking amazing. The action, well, I do think this is the least action-packed of the trilogy. The action in this movie is still phenomenal. Everybody still does a great job. And the main selling point of these movies are the fucking characters. And the characters, fucking awesome as always. This movie also has some great creative visual effects. Like, in the final act, okay, this is going to be kind of a spoiler if you haven't seen this movie. In the final act, there's some pretty cool 80s fucking retro shit going on. And, I'm not going to say that's as far as I'm going to go. There's like some 80s retro shit going on, and it's done very creatively and in a very fun way. I thought that was pretty funny and cool. And yeah, this movie, really fucking funny. I think it's funnier than the first one. In terms of comedy, yeah, this one I do think is better. But yeah, the characters, just the characters, man, that's what you mainly come to these Guardians of the Galaxy movies for. And this movie does not disappoint in that regard. And yeah, the action scenes, they're fucking great. There's this fucking chase scene in space, like right early on in the movie, and it's between the Guardians and these fucking gold people. I mean, they're gold and they look like people, so yeah, gold people. And that shit was fun. And then it leads to like this fucking intense crash on this different planet. And then it's followed up by this really funny scene with Rocket Raccoon. It's another action-y kind of scene. It's pretty funny. And let's not forget the scene with Rocket and Yondu and that fucking stick that Yondu has. He's just wiping out these people right, left, and center. That shit was great as well. And also this movie, I think, is very emotionally satisfying. That's one of the best things about both Volume 2 and 3. They have such great emotional fucking cores to them. Don't fucking say that you didn't cry at the end of at the end of this film, because we all know you did. You at least teared up a bit. And yeah, this movie is just a very well written, funny, emotional film with some great characters, just like the first one. I only have a couple of issues with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. One is the pacing. This movie kind of slows down quite often, especially in the second act. There are some scenes where I'm like, okay, this is kind of going a bit long. This is kind of going a little bit too long. This movie's just a tad too long. It's just the pacing. The pacing is not the greatest in this film. And these gold people that are supposed to be like, they're supposed to be like some of the antagonists in the film. They're not very interesting. I fucking loved Ego. Kurt Russell was great as Ego. But these gold people, didn't care for them. They didn't feel threatening. That's about it for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in terms of negatives. I think this is a really fucking solid film. Even though it does have a couple of flaws, I really enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think it's a wonderful time. I think it's great if you love the MCU, especially. If you love the first one, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. And if you love these two Guardians of the Galaxy movies, you're definitely going to enjoy Volume 3 if you haven't seen that yet. This is a really damn good movie, and it's one of the best trilogies in the MCU. I am going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 an A-. So what did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Comment below, let me know. And if you like my stuff, you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.